Many people in the world today experience unjust suffering only because they lack the basic resources that let them embrace a better future. Recent studies show that nearly 1 billion people in our world do not have access to clean drinking water, and that every day, 4,000 children are dying from water-related diseases. 200 million of these people are drinking water from disease-ridden surface water, contracting illnesses such as diarrhea, typhoid, and cholera. The deaths of nearly 400,000 children under the age of 5 each year could be avoided if these risk factors were addressed. Where water is not readily available, hand washing is not a priority, and there is no clean water to help them prevent sickness and to heal. After Ebola devastated Sierra Leone, the country struggled with only 80 doctors. They currently have the world's highest maternal death rate and a great need to protect and prevent the under age 5 population from illness and death. Despite extreme poverty, Sierra Leone is a beautiful country with resilient, strong people, and I have been given the humble opportunity to experience this country firsthand. I was invited by Hope Rising Together to join their team as they make their biannual trip out to their campus to document and help bring awareness to the cause and their mission. Hope Rising Together chooses to focus on one region, hoping that over time they would see a lasting impact of real sustainable change. "28 hours of travel later, we have arrived to Sierra Leone. It is 1 a.m. here, and I'm very tired. We're all very tired, but we have finally arrived to Hope Rising's campus here. And this is Andrew, who's part of the organization, and he's just going to briefly explain real quick what's going to go on in the next portions of these videos and just throughout this week.
Yeah, we just finished getting 8 people here from the U.S., our first visiting team since the pandemic. We're going to be visiting our medical clinic that's been expanding, up and running, and the efforts that we have out in the remote villages, that our medical staff actually goes out into the villages to seek out and serve mothers of infants and pregnancies. So 2 very high-risk things here in Sierra Leone. One of the most dangerous place in the world to be pregnant. So we are doing everything we can to help those statistics and those mothers that are out there that are very underserved. So we'll be experiencing some of that this week. We're going to be seeing water well getting drilled firsthand. Our team will be out drilling water wells. So we're going to visit a village that does not have clean water and has never had clean water, but hopefully by the end of the week we'll be on our way there to giving them safe, clean water to drink. So yeah.
Big stuff.
Yeah.
And this is just a time that I would hope that a lot of you watching this can reflect on kind of what's going on the other side of the globe and in a world and an environment that most of you are probably unfamiliar with. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I had no idea where Sierra Leone was before I signed up and got involved 12 years ago, so I hope those of you that don't know where it is are Googling it right now. Figure out where we are.
Morning, Andrew.
Good morning.
Lord in gladness.
Good morning. Day one in Sierra Leone. We started off this morning with some breakfast made by some of the wonderful locals, which consisted of scrambled eggs, actually, French fries, which is very common here, followed by an incredible church service, experiencing what the culture is like here. Right now we're just about to take a tour of Hope Rising's campus here, see what they got going on. Situated 4 hours from the capital of Freetown lies the Hope Rising campus, where 60 native Leonians are empowered through a partnership-based method through Hope Rising to establish clean water, agriculture, education, and healthcare amongst the community. This property is the foundation to creating and mobilizing those resources. Over the last 4 years, they have greatly improved this property, being able to create many opportunities for substantial growth and a healthy lifestyle. This campus includes a large educational center, bakery, computer lab, library, a farm, a barn, kitchen, soccer field, and one of their prized possessions, an incredible medical center.
To be frozen. So we normally put the freezer off. Like when there is too much. Consult rooms here. This one is consult one and this is consult now in consultation. So when the other say she normally refer this is the
Yep, just speak to the camera.
Okay. So I'm Baba. We are doing this water process. The community where we are now, as Manoda said, people are struggling for drinking water. We provide borehole for them, so we decide to manufacture packaged water. So that's what we are doing, and we are doing the borehole as well. Really, the people are so happy about what we are doing because we package the water and give them for low cost so that they can able to afford it.
The cool thing about the water packets is they're branded with Let Them LOL's name and phone numbers and information on them, so they're like a calling card to the community of where they can come to get fresh water. It also tells on there that about our well drilling operation and well maintenance in case the villages that are purchasing this water have broken wells. They have phone numbers to call for help on those kinds of things. This is really part of our new initiative and a bunch of different programs on becoming more sustainable and creating sustainable projects for the community. It's really only a few weeks in that we've been in production to this capacity, and the response has been enormous. So we're really encouraged by everything that we're seeing here and our employees and how well they're doing. So our first full day here has been a Sunday. So we did church and we visited with our staff that lives on campus and our kids that live on campus. But tomorrow, starting Monday, school opens back up Monday morning. 80% of our staff are connected to the school, teachers, things like that. Over 550 students will show up tomorrow morning. And the campus really comes alive during the week when everything's in use. So today's a little bit of a down day, just to learn about what's going on campus with our full-time staff, and then tomorrow everybody else is going to come on in, and campus will really be alive. So it's an exciting day to be here Monday morning.
We took some time to go into the local village of Monodase to see a glimpse of how Hope Rising has impacted the local community.
How are you, sir? Nice to meet you. Yeah. This is like as high as the river gets.
I don't understand.
What you just saw was B-roll and the live life of Mono, Sierra Leone, which is the village pretty much that we are located just outside of here. What would you say, there's around 2,000 people? Yeah, right around 2,000 people, and that being the closest village to this campus, we were exploring a lot of the wells that they built there and just seeing how the people were currently, their environment and how they're living and thriving. So we're gonna go and have dinner here in a second.
As usual. Come on. A lot of people that came to practice for the soccer match later in the week, the football match. They play students against the teachers every time we're here. The students won last time, so. Up.
Moon is nice, bright. In Sierra Leone, the cycle of poverty leaves children most vulnerable. Malnutrition, lack of clean water, abuse, hard labor, and difficult living conditions plague young lives with little opportunity for school or hope for a better future without a break in that cycle. And for this reason, Hope Rising has instituted the opportunity for hundreds of local children and teenagers to receive food and education 5 days a week. Monday through Friday, nearly 600 students come to the campus to get a real education by local teachers, to be fed and to have a better life. And every morning, 3 women take shifts in making food for the 600 students. Just about 1 in 3 kids go to school in Sierra Leone. Of those, most of them don't even make it past the 5th grade. But here in Manodase, they are defying those odds. Through the incredible staff and teachers, they bring curriculums and a lifestyle in an inspirational way, building up and leading the next generation of children. It gives them the opportunity to embrace a better future and to spread that hope around their villages and through their families and community.
So we know body water, understand? That water una the get, how una the feel.
Muko jambu jati pe yomu gune ngofa. We muko bija ikwe majoro. Bani be. So na pe ngo hebu tungo. So kone ketu a mu gune ngotiba. So te yum no gura te ngo hondo feliba. Moi mu jame ngo mama ma. Ye jati lwa. Mo mu fa me ke wa na jati va. Must have got manava.
Give you thanks to you. We are going down the stream where they're getting the drinking water. That's where we're heading to now.
So this is what we use for the drink.
This is their drinking water.
So manage my cake with Mufa. So this is what we use. What do you use? So we are we good malaria. So it could make you picking the sick. So my lot they carry go to hospital. So some of them they don't know where, then they die. What did they do for we? The body pay them. When I pay transport from America or London, when I come to salon, when I come for help we. Even the country where they come between us. The fear where they use, the motoka where they use, no go pay una. Why? Now God will play the do.
How would you explain like what you felt in those moments and what that's like?
I would say it's really difficult to watch. It's really difficult to watch people drinking water that's not clean, not having access to it, and then it's especially difficult when you realize how much access that you have and how much it's very easy to take the simple things for granted, but what's simple to us is not simple everywhere else. And to not take it seriously, it's just to not care about humanity. It's inhumane to watch what is happening, and if you can do something about it, to not do anything about it. So although I feel that LOL, Hope Rising, is absolutely a blessing to Sierra Leone and to the villages that they're able to help, I also truly believe that Sierra Leone is a blessing to us, because I have now seen exactly what I needed to see to keep going. And I think that I would highly recommend that everybody really dive into this before writing anything off, before assuming that you know what's going on, because there are kids with their hands are dirty and they're picking it up and they're using it for a cup, something that we go into our cupboards for. So it's hard. It's really hard, but sitting back and not doing anything is much harder.
There's currently a crowdfunding project going on right now for the organization to get a well in that town. But all these villages that we're going to today, we plan on getting freshwater wells in them in the near future. I can't really comprehend the fact that it's water like they were just drinking out of. I mean, they're not even filtering it with a cloth. It's just dunk and go.
Yeah.
the life in Sierra Leone really is not easy. It's not easy at all. But really, Sierra Leone is beautiful. Sierra Leone is beautiful. Yeah, but the only problem with us in Sierra Leone, the implementation of our land and the implementation of our products. So that's why the country is so hard. But Sierra Leone is so beautiful. Because in those days, tourists used to come to Sierra Leone to come and see the Lion Mountain, see the green trees, and see so many different things in Sierra Leone. Our culture, the way people move. But now, it's not to exist like that.
Drilling a well is a very tedious process and requires expensive, heavy machinery. One of the many challenges of drilling a well is selecting the right location. And once a village is selected, it is no guarantee that the earth will bring forth an underground source of water, and sometimes must be moved multiple times until the right soil is drilled.
Absolutely incredible process. This is honestly probably the coolest thing I've ever seen or been a part of. Going back now to the campus. This is their former drinking spot right there.
So we are heading out to one of our remote villages where we have a well and some surrounding areas. And as we've been doing our work and coming back and forth to check on wells, we continue to find areas where there's significant need. So our CHO, who's the equivalent of like a physician assistant, nurse practitioner level back in the US, he comes out here once a week and finds children that are on the brink of starvation and helps to rehabilitate them. And it started off with just a couple of kids, and now what happens is every time they hear that he's coming, moms are walking with their babies and small children, sometimes overnight, to get to the site for care. So we've dropped a shipping container out here, and our long-term goal is to have a mobile medical center and eventually even maybe a part of our school and whatever other programs we can bring. He's like, so is this what he said
You sitting over there.
Oh, Joe.
So we decided to clean our roof here so that whenever we come, either on the rain, we will sit here and do our normal activities. This is the food package we normally give to the malnourished children and their mothers. We have in their rice, the beans packet and the plumpy nut given to them weekly. So we have almost completed their monitoring, taking their mark, height and the weight. So we are going to give them now their rations. Yeah, man.
She's really sick. Her lungs are filled with gum. So a big problem in Sierra Leone is that 1 in 17 women die in childbirth here. It's actually the most dangerous place in the world to give birth. It's been an issue for LOL from the beginning. That's why we have a lot of orphan kids living on our campus. So while we don't mind to take care of orphan kids, our ultimate goal is to actually prevent them from being orphans in the first place. We now are really happy we hired a midwife. She's amazing. She has been working a long time and was retired, and she's so passionate about this type of work that she was willing to leave retirement to come out to help more women. So we're just getting this established and growing, and I know that we'll be able to save a lot of lives this way. Okay, thank you. Okay, bye guys. Bye guys.
Even in the midst of great tribulation and destitution, the people of Sierra Leone remain hopeful and strong. Through war, devastating plagues, and extreme poverty, peace, hope, and love can still be found. And all it takes is one movement of everyday people choosing to stand with each other, striving towards a better future for all.
I would take a shower in that right now.
Absolutely. Well, that's nice.
1,000%.
Hey guys. I'm just being a jerk.
Here's a Snapchat of the Hornet. It was freaking-gantic. Huge. Look at this dude.
What is our